Guys, I found a parking spot after 2 hours. Alright, honestly, today I'm just going to talk at the camera for 15 minutes. The reason I'm rambling at the camera for 15 minutes is because I saw an influencer talking about how to get better at making videos, and she suggested that you ramble at the camera for 15 minutes, so I just decided to do that for today, but instead of making you watch all 15 minutes, I'm going to try and edit it down to the best shit. I need to register. That's the word I was looking for. Register for the LSAT, which is in January, and the deadline is November 28th, which is coming up so freaking fast. It's kind of scary. I think the reason I've been not really willing to register is because honestly, I'm afraid that after all this time I put in, I'm not going to get into law school. That I'm going to get like a 154, which is not a great score for the LSAT. And I'm going to fail, but I think that's life, though. You know, you do a bunch of fails and you succeed about 10% of the time, and that's what I'm trying to figure out right now, is how to succeed that 10% of the time, because I feel like it's 100% of my life is failing right now. Working a minimum wage job, I have no prospective future. And I have no actually discernible skills. I really tried yesterday to be like, I think you should hire me as a marketing associate. And I realized you probably shouldn't. No one should hire me as a marketing associate because I have no discernible skills. Okay, sorry, I was just spiraling. But whatever. I am just trying to figure out my life like most people. But what am I trying to say with these videos? I'm just trying to get better at editing, trying to get better at this being concise, having like a clear message throughout this, because I feel like to reference what the title of this video is, am I adding value? I'm trying to figure out how I want to add a value to this world, because right now I don't feel like I am. I want to, make people's worlds a little better. You guys ever worry about becoming your dad? I sometimes do. It's only been 6 minutes. It's like I've been talking forever. I wish I did a better job of doing more stuff in my early 20s. Now I'm having to play freaking catch up, and it's going to be a lot harder to catch up to my friends who are 10 times more successful than I am. But I think that's what I need to do. I need to, honestly, I need to stop watching so much YouTube. My screen time is at like 8 hours, 8 freaking hours, which is kind of scary. So I need to really focus, lock in on the LSAT. I think I need to register by this Friday. I'm going to register by this Friday. 2, finish all the homework that Joseph gave me, my tutor, because I've been kind of like doing 90% of it and not getting to the last 10% because I'm like too busy trying to hang out with friends. And then 3, I need to figure out if I can get accommodations, because I am deeply dyslexic. Which is honestly one of the reasons I lost my job and kind of spiraled down this like hole to where I am. Originally went into this job wanting to be a digital talent agent because I knew that's where the money was. That is where the money is nowadays in like the talent agency world. But I screwed up, and then I focused more on what all the cool, pretty people were doing. I kind of lucked out on getting a desk, to be honest, thanks to a little bit of nepotism. And then I was bad at the desk because I was also suffering from a gambling addiction. And to be fair, I was driving 3 hours to work. And I was late to work because I had stuck in a 2-hour traffic jam. So then my boss was able to, say he was late to work so I can fire him. And then he fired me because he did not like me. Thanks a lot, James Murray. You honestly were right to fire me, but I really hurt my feelings. I kind of also got sucked up into their like HR like cult of being like, this is the best company ever. And then I was like, oh my God, I lost my job at the best company ever. And I realized, hindsight, not the best company ever. You get paid $23 an hour. You do get benefits, and you don't get overtime apparently now, is what I talked to a former coworker of mine. Awful place. Awful place, because it's not a great place to work, because it was a weird like cult thing. I'm like, I don't love how HR established it as a cult instead of a place of learning. But I was trying to figure out what I can do to get my life back on track. Making these videos, at least developing some sort of skill with the camera. And then I'm also, studying for the LSAT. At least I'm doing that. And then I am dancing. No, I'm working out, which is good. And I'm not going to try and gamble, even though I'm really tempted to. And I really want to. But I will not, because that is the right decision. I have 2 minutes left of talking to edit, and then finally I'll get to edit this video down. But I just really want a girlfriend. At the same time, I don't know if I'm ready for a girlfriend, but I don't know if I'm emotionally ready to also let someone into that part of my life that deeply and have to hang out with them 24/7. Sounds like a lot of work. And I am pretty much a very private person. I don't really tell friends or family a lot of stuff about me, so I should probably figure that out. Honestly, I should probably go to therapy before I really get a girlfriend. I guess I can end it with this. If you could please subscribe so I can finally make my parents proud of me, would be a blessing. Honestly, at this point, I'm pretty sure Mom and Dad, you're watching, because I've talked to enough of our family that they might have told you. Or if not, thanks, Ange, and Natalie, and Chris, and Grace for not telling them. I appreciate it. Oh my God, I've ran out of things to talk about. I don't know what else to say, so bye!